What is up, everybody? Welcome back to a video. I hope y'all having an amazing day as usual. I'm back with another YouTube video. In this video, we are in South Jersey at Winslow Junction. We're gonna do a walkthrough of Winslow Junction today. So I was on my way here and I found this abandoned railroad and I see a train up in the distance. I got directions for Winslow Junction, so we're right around the area for it. Before we get into today's video, please consider clicking the like button, clicking the subscribe button, and always commenting down below. It helps out with the videos. All right, so we're right here in the middle of the Pine Barrens, and it's very isolated. Other than that little road there, there's not much in this area. So being out here is a little sketchy. But there's basically a huge story behind Winslow Junction. So about 100 years ago, in 1922, a train called the Midnight Flyer was going from Camden to Atlantic City. I believe it departed the departure time was 10:50 at Camden, and then but it was 5 minutes late, so it was 10:55, I guess it departed. There were also, at this time, it was scheduled to come into Winslow Junction at around 11:17, but it was 5 minutes late, and there were two freight trains, I believe, or one passenger train that I think was out of service, that was expected to fly through Winslow Junction as well. The Midnight Flyer, though, is an express train, so it goes really, really fast. I think it goes like 75 miles per hour. It went through Winslow Junction at that speed. So here's the thing that happened. The non-passenger train, the passenger train that wasn't taking any customers at the time, went through Winslow Junction about a minute early, and the person that worked at the towers, I think his name, I forget his name already, I think it was John DeWalt. I guess, I don't know, he got a call in the tower that the Midnight Flyer was running late, and that the train that just went by was the non-passenger train. So I guess he either forgot or he ignored it. Here's one of these towers. Now, this railroad's obviously abandoned, but look at how old this one is. I think this is one of the interlocking things. Anyways, let's keep going. So basically he sent so he assumed that the train that was running late was the freight train because it was scheduled around the same time. And so he sent the Midnight Flyer down the wrong track. And I think one of these tracks splits off somewhere around here. And so what happened after that was just, this train went down the wrong track. And it was a curve, too. It's a turn. And I think this turn still exists to this day. I think we'll find it somewhere here. And the train went flying off the tracks because this was a big turn. And even freight trains have to be careful. But obviously, this was just a big problem. And a couple people died, including the train engineer. Here's two other abandoned tracks over here. We're going to head straight. I do see some trains over there. So the railroad that the trains derailed on still exists to this day. One of them is now being the New Jersey Transit Atlantic City line. Anyways. So the man who was working at the tower, which I saw a tower over there. So we'll go, if it's open, we'll go into it. He ran home, and I guess they found him, and while they were doing the investigation, he was detained. and eventually arrested. Where I think in jail he killed himself. So yeah, it was just really shocking that happened. Here, as you can see, we're gonna look at this. This looks like a rail yard. There's a bunch of rails. There's even a railroad crossing in here, and some of the ties that they use for the railroad tracks. There is a freight line that still operates around here. It's called it's called SRNJ, which I'm assuming means Southern Railroad, New Jersey, or something like that. Something I found out is that the boss, and this is like where I think they're headquartered, the boss is really, really strict about trespassers. So, like, I heard that a woman, like a 17-year-old girl, had to go to court, and he tried to get her like the maximum fine or put her in prison for trespassing. That's pretty wild. But I think it's the weekend, so maybe he's not here. I don't really know. It's like 8:30 on a weekend, so I don't think he's in the office today. Anyways. So, I believe some of the cars from the Midnight Flyer are still stored up here. But I'm not 100% sure. Even on Google Maps and some of the pictures, there's much more cars than there are right now. I drove past here with my mom back in the summer, and I was really disappointed. I was originally going to do a video, but I just didn't see enough trains, and I didn't see it worth going, but I guess I'm back. So anyways, this, as you can see, there's some train engines over here. There's only 3. Anyways, so no trespassing sign right there. I really hope there's no one in that office. We're gonna go inside these 2 cars. There used to be much more cars, but I think they removed them because people were getting hurt or vandalizing the cars. But as crazy as this sounds, I love when trains get vandalized. I know that sounds terrible, but I love graffiti trains. Like, I wish the New York City subways were still the way they were in the 80s and 70s. All right, so look at this. Covered in graffiti. Completely covered. Let's see if... Oh, it looks like it's locked. I've seen pictures and videos of people going inside the trains, but I don't know if we'll be able to. Oh, shoot. No, it's locked up in there, too. This looks like it was a caboose car, I think. And this was obviously freight. We are in the middle of freaking nowhere. Anyways, we're gonna cross here. So this is an active railroad, I think. I don't know if it's actually active or not. If so, it's not used that much, because look at it. It looks abandoned. Anyways, it says all visitors must report to the office. I don't know where this office is. I'm assuming it's that right there. Yeah. This is, the tracks are not polished. Like I said, I'm assuming no one's here since no one's seen me yet. I'm just gonna go through here. Maybe we'll get caught, maybe we won't. Okay, I don't know where the office... Maybe it's here. He's the operations manager of Southern Railroad, New Jersey. Is that how it's... Is it Southern Railroad, New Jersey? I think it is. I'm gonna go back here and look at some of the locomotives, though. Oof, the sun is very bright. So yeah, I really, really hope the boss does not come out and try to take my ass to court. Not happening, bro. All right, well, Here's an abandoned locomotive. It looks abandoned. Look at how big this locomotive is. Jesus. I don't want to like touch or get on any of the trains here because that might put me in court. You know what I'm saying? He's not taking my ass to court. All right, well, it's kind of, the sun is really freaking bright right now, so I apologize for that, but getting through here is, whoa, look at this. Very interesting. Look at all these railroad tracks back here. Okay, well, we're gonna take a look at this locomotive and then get out of here. So there's a bell on top, as you guys can see. Pretty interesting. But yeah, let's get out of here before the boss shows up and kicks my ass out. Well, now we're gonna go and try to find where the cutoff is between the freight railroad and the passenger railroad, as well as the tower. Maybe it'll be unlocked. I mean, this is not a very visited area of New Jersey. I mean, we're literally in the middle of nowhere, so there's probably not that many trespassers, so maybe we'll get lucky. Well, we were able to, I guess, walk through the railroad tracks without getting caught, which is good. Anyways, well, I'm not sure if this is the Atlantic City line. There's two bridges up here, and I don't know which one this is. We'll check though. But looking on the map, the cutoff is actually like right around here. So when I was looking at the map, so we'll see. Just gotta figure out how I'm gonna get up here. I think I'll just have to go up there. Yeah. All right. Well. Oh, is that a cop car? Oh, it might be. Is that a cop car? Can't tell from here. Nope, it's not a cop car. Oh, it is. I don't know if he's undercover or not. Well, I don't know if, yeah, he's probably off duty, but it said he had like a New Jersey State Police sticker in his car, so he's a cop. All right, well, he's off duty, so he can't arrest me. I mean, maybe he can, I don't know. Well, it looks like we can't really get up here because it looks like there's a bunch of mud, thorns, just stuff I'm not willing to walk through. Maybe there's an easier way up here, I don't know. It's my first time coming here, so I don't really know too well. Alright, well, so we can get cut up here, it looks like. We'll see. Okay. Alright. So far, so good. Look at these rails. Alright, well, I'm gonna hold on to them. Ooh, look at this. This is tight. Well, this is abandoned. No. Yeah, the tracks are polished. Kinda. Looks like a train hasn't been on them in a while. This might be the Atlantic City line. I hope not. Love is not blind. Love has 20/20 vision. We drink to drink. We F to F. We drink to F. So let's go F and drink. Alright. I can't drink. Well, looks like there's some cars up there. Some freight cars. So let's see if we can actually... I don't know if those are actually in service, but this track is polished. So I'm going to go to the unpolished one. All this means is that basically the unpolished one just means that it's not in service. And God forbid a train goes by and I get hit. So we're not going to do that. We're going to play safe. The sun is so freaking bright today. You see, I don't even know. I don't even want to know how many times the sun has ruined my videos. Or the sun always ruins my shots of like everything. which is why I prefer to record on cloudy days. Which is better for me and for you guys. Alright, well. A lot of gravel for some weird reason. We're getting closer to the cars. Well, I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like walking to this car is just taking forever. I don't really feel like editing this video, so I apologize for that, y'all. All right, here we are. Oh wow, there's quite a few cars. This is where the Midnight Flyer was, because I see the cutoff. Wow. Okay. A lot of graffiti here. It's very typical for freight trains. These look very new. And it looks like there's stuff here, so this definitely is getting used. So I don't know if they still have employees that do this, but these things right here, the worst job to ever have in the railroad industry is putting these two things together. Reason why I say that is because they're like 80 pounds each, and one wrong move and your hands are just crushed. It's a very dangerous job. I guess when you think about it, most railroad jobs are pretty dangerous. I mean, it's not an easy job. I mean, it seems safe, and it is for the most part, but God forbid you hit anyone and your career is over. I smell smoke coming from somewhere. I don't know if there's a person here smoking a cigarette or something. I don't know. I don't really want to know. So this might actually be the Atlantic City line. So I believe this is like the real Winslow Junction. As you see, it's the top of the freight car. Well, this looks to be abandoned. So I'm trying to think. The train was heading eastbound, and the sun rises in the east, so that's east. So yeah, it was going down this bend over here. Sorry, the sun rises in the east, not sets. Sun sets in the west. These tracks actually look polished somewhat. Yeah, so freight does go along here. Here's another one of the towers. Not towers. One of the switch controls. So, some of them are locked, some of them are unlocked. Really just depends. We're pretty far into this railroad track, which I'm kind of worried about. But I just want to show you guys the turn where I'm guessing the train crashed. I see some those white things. I don't know what they are. It looks like there's some kind of thing. I don't know if it's because again the train was going down this way, so it crashed and wound up somewhere. I don't know, maybe those are the parts to where the train crashed. We'll see. Yeah, so this bend is pretty tight, as you can see. And well, yeah, I mean, Look at this. Wow. Back here, this is where the train crashed. Or derailed, I should say. I think about 6 people were dead. But a rescue train came, and most of those people by, I think, like 1 a.m. and most of those people got to Atlantic City. Look at this. There's some kind of damage to these rails. I don't know how trains are still able to go on here. Well, there's another car. Damn, guys, I'm getting lucky today. I don't know if I really want to walk all the way down there, but we'll do it. What if these are some of the cars to one of the freight trains that was involved in the accident? Well, no freight trains were actually damaged, I don't think. But I know for a fact that the passenger train was. So, something else I want to say is that the person, well, the dude at the tower, John DeWald, or Walt, I don't know, but he was only partially to blame. The engineer, I think his name was Walcott or Westcott or something, like Walter Westcott or something like that. He was going too fast in the junction. He didn't slow down when he made this turn, and he did not blow his horn in the junction. So, and a lot of it was to be blamed on him. And it could very well be the possibility that the guy fell asleep. Because, you know, it's like 11, almost 11:30 at night. The guy was probably tired, you know, so. I mean, that's still no excuse, but that could have been a possibility on why the train derailed, right? Well, looks like there's another railroad track, and this one I know for a fact it's abandoned. It's not polished, but there are freight cars, so we'll check them out. All right, well, I don't know what they're carrying. I mean, maybe I can lift these tarp up. I don't know what it is. Oh. Alright, I don't think I'm going to go through that tower. It's going to take a while to get there. So, that's going to finish it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to like, subscribe, and God bless all you guys.